All right, so look, was Tiny and Ti inviting outsiders into their crib and sexual experience the right move? Or better yet, let me ask this question: would you do it, and why would you? And why would you do it? Jump in them comments and let me know why. Don't hesitate. Speak your mind. We ain't judging. But yeah, I'm gonna give you my perspective on how I look at it and how I used to look at it. Cause before I would, you know, young nigga, I'm quick to do a threesome, but I look at it different now. So check me out. When we inviting unstable, most people is unstable, right? So when we inviting unstable people into our foundation, our crib, um, our sacred sexual experiences, spiritual experiences, and shit like that, we gotta keep in mind that we don't know how emotionally vested these other individuals are with the experience that they're having with us, or if they take it for more than what it is, or more than what you take it for. Because, you may just be, having fun, getting your freak on. But for them, it may be something totally different, especially if you got a little bread, because it look different. It's not your average. It's not your average event. It's not your average fantasy. You feel me? So, with that being said, when ties get cut off, or people don't want to deal with you no more, or they move on to something different, right? They move on to something different. You might not, the person that's getting cut off might not take that well, because they may have been really vested, like, damn, this is something that's about to happen, and you don't know like where their mind is at. We don't know how people process this kind of shit. You feel me? Because they left the process it alone, and you and your partner that invited that individual in, y'all get to process it together. So, you don't know like what kind of thoughts be going through people's head when they doing that, and it's like you and your partner against them. You feel me? So we gotta be mindful of that, because that can bring drama, negativity, what they call that, someone's speaking bad on your character, speaking ill on your name, trying to diminish your name and all of that. Also, it can bring violence and harm to your family, because we see this kind of shit all the time on these channels, where it'll show like domestic situations where the person couldn't handle what was going on, so they took it to another level. They went and grabbed a gun. They went and grabbed a knife. They may have killed themselves. They may have harmed themselves. Like, just anything can happen, and that's the risk that we take when we invite outsiders into our space, our personal, spiritual, sacred foundation, especially if you got kids, man. Especially, but even if you don't, like, that's the risk that we take, because we got to remember, like, we still healing ourselves. We still building a strong foundation with the partner that we with ourselves. Like, we not all the way already A1. Like, we still learning and growing. You feel me? So to invite these people in, that can bring that down. That can bring your family down. We know how many times, like, a man or a woman stepping outside the crib cheating, then bring the family down. It can bring the family down, split it up. Now people got a lot of resentment towards each other. I don't think we want that. I don't think we need that. Now, I'm not saying like that's what's gonna happen all the time, but what I am saying is that's the risk that we taking when we put ourselves in those positions. When we got a family and a foundation to look out for, support, and protect. This ain't no dagger at T.I. I ain't making no past judgment at nobody, but that's just my perspective on it now as I've grown into the man that I am today. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Tap in with me, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this shit. I want to hear your comments. I want to know how you feel about it. What would you do? You know, I ain't gotta be right, but that's just how I look at it. Those the dangers that we put ourselves into by jumping in those situations. So it make me think like, damn, I probably nigga don't need to be messing around with no threesomes. Like I need to focus on building. I need to focus on building my family and making sure my foundation is strong, because look what we can get exposed to possibly. You know, we see the situation that's going on, and you know, I just say like, pay attention, man. Be aware. Um, let's let's try to just make better decisions and not only think about ourselves and our wants. All right. Yeah. Stand on what you say and only say what you can stand on, man. If I said it, I stand on it. Tap in with me, like I said. Hit them comments. Hit that like button. Gotta hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And jump in them comments and let me know what's your perspective on it, and how you look at it. Let's get it.